Happy Friday, and welcome back to a special edition of Gary's Movie Emporium. Today is a special one because today is not a Dollar Tree, it's not horror pack, it's not a review. Today's video is a Hamilton book pickup. 15 titles in this one, quite pricey on some of them, so that explains why there's not like in the 20s or whatever for what I picked up. Well, let's get started. This is the box it came in right here. This was from Hamilton Book here. Okay, we'll get started. Right off the top here, I picked up a double feature. John Carpenter and Deborah Hill Productions. The Fog and the original Howling. I couldn't pass this up. This is saying they're both Studio Canal releases. This is from Scream and Shout Factory. It's also says MGM.com on the back. But pretty much everybody should know what these two are about. They're calling it the Scream Queen double feature. I guess they're calling it Scream Queen because of Jamie Lee Curtis in the first one. And D. Wallace Stone, or D. Wallace. I'm not sure what she went by in this movie at the time. But there's your Scream Queen double feature. I like both movies, but I have to admit I'm a little bit more partial to The Fog. But that's just me. That's the first pickup this morning. And then I got the complete Legacy collection. All 6 films from the original Legacy from 1933 to 1951. The Invisible Man Legacy here from Universal. It does have a select few of bonus features like production photographs, theatrical trailers, feature commentary, and Now You See Him, Invisible Man Revealed. It has the movies The Invisible Man Returns, The Invisible Woman, Invisible Agent, The Invisible Man's Revenge, and Abbott and Costello Meet the Invisible Man. They range from 1933 to 1951, as stated earlier. But to kick off the features, the original Invisible Man from 1933. So, really happy to have this. I love the cover to this. I like the casing. It has a really sleek look to it. There's a better look if you can't see it too good. Sticking in the same vein, this time I got a different complete Legacy collection. This too has 6 films that range from 1931 to 1948 from Universal. It's Dracula, and it comes complete with a slip this time too, see? Really happy to have the slip with that one. This comes with a lot of bonus features. Comes with the movies Dracula from 1931, Dracula's Daughter from 1936, Son of Dracula from 1943, House of Frankenstein 44, House of Dracula 1945, and then classic comedy Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein from 1948. So, I'm glad it has that on it. A little bit of seriousness with some comedy. But that's the Dracula Legacy collection. And once again, sticking in the same theme. This time, another complete legacy of all 3 films from The Creature from the Black Lagoon. It ran from these movies run from 1954 to 1956, which tells me they were probably each one was made back to back to back. Here's the complete Legacy collection. Look at the Creature from the Black Lagoon. It has about 4 bonus features on this. Comes equipped with the original Creature from the Black Lagoon, a classic. Revenge of the Creature from 1955, and The Creature Walks Among Us from 1956. The Universal title. saying rated G. I don't know if I would have rated it that. I mean, it's not that it's bad, but the monster's pretty intense in this, even for its time. Maybe would have went with a PG, maybe, but there ain't nothing in it like really inappropriate other than like people getting killed. I mean, that's bad, but like it was done tastefully back then versus blood and guts of today. The creature was such a well designed creature for its time. It was like well ahead of its time. Still stands the test of time the way it looks, I feel. Pretty cool. And that's a creature from the Black Lagoon Legacy Collection. And I don't think that's it for the Legacy Collection. I got another one. It's from the Mummy Complete Legacy Collection. It's all 6 films from the original time it came out, 1932 to 1955. And this is all 6 films. It has The Mummy from 32, The Mummy's Hand from 40, Mummy's Tomb from 42, Mummy's Ghost from 44, Mummy's Curse from 44, and then the comedy classic Abbott and Costello, Meet the Mummy. Now, I've seen that one. I mean, I've seen the one with Frankenstein, or Dracula with Abbott and Costello too, but I remember this one too as well. As a Mummy Dearest documentary, he who made monsters, life and art of Jack Pierce, unraveling the legacy of the Mummy Archives, 2 feature commentaries and theatrical trailers. This too is a Universal Monsters, in the Universal Monsters, how shall I say it? It's like a kind of like in their own universe. These Universal Monsters. Be nice to see some kind of rendition come back again. I think a lot of these could be done well if in the right hands. But that's the Mummy Complete Legacy Collection, and that's 4 classic monster movies from Universal. And then I picked up this slasher film. It stars Omar Epps, Ellen Adair, Christina Reyes, Jamie Kennedy, and Tom Atkins. From the director of My Bloody Valentine, Trick, Always Choose Treat. RLJ Entertainment release here. 101 minutes. Let's see. Not rated. Has subtitles for the hearing impaired, Spanish and French. 2x35x1, and a 5.1 audio track here on this particular Blu-ray. It has a making of the future interviews with the cast and crew. Now, this is a really good film. Apparently, this movie takes place in 2015, and I'll let you, fill in the rest. I don't like to give away too much of a plot, because sometimes the synopsis is on the back take away from the movie when you watch them. But this is a really fun slasher. I watched this last year when my wife went to her father's house, and I thought I'd take a chance on it. I just love that cover, and I was glad I did. It's a really good slasher film here. Kind of like the old traditional slasher film from the 80s. But there's Trick. There's a look at the back with Omar at the top there by the skull. Had fun with this one. I recommend it. I highly recommend it. That's an Emporium recommendation. And then I got these 2. These were classic movie monsters, but I didn't know these were glow in the dark art. Starring Claude Rains and the Invisible Man. Say BFI on the back. Has bonus features. Now you see him. The Invisible Man revealed. Production photographs, feature commentary, 100 years of Universal unforgettable characters, and a trailer gallery. And then it has the original poster art on the back there. You can see how it's kind of shiny there. See it right there? Try to get it as close as I can, but that's the art right there. The lobby poster. Look cool. And it does glow in the dark too, guys. I can show you. I don't know if it'll glow in the dark if I turn the light off. I don't know if it's... Yeah, see how it kind of still glows even though the light's not completely out? But, happy to have that. And then I got a Boris Karloff Elsa Lanchester, a Blu-ray plus digital HD, limited edition glow in the dark art, The Bride of Frankenstein. Does have She's Alive, The Bride of Frankenstein Archives, feature commentary by film historian Scott McQueen, 100 Years of Universal, and another trailer gallery. It's from Universal, as I said. Pretty much everybody should know about The Bride of Frankenstein here. And this too has on the back has that art right there. I don't know if you can see it too good. I'm trying to get it to show you the shine on it. Yeah, there you go. Kind of has that sleek texture to it a little bit, you know, almost like a sticker or something, you know. But there's the lobby poster for that as well. I really liked the dated posters back then. They were well ahead of their time. I wish they'd do that now. And let's see. Some more in here. Okay, I'm going to get that one out first. Okay. And then I got another glow-in-the-dark art covered case here with a slip on it. Boris Karloff stars in Frankenstein. Yeah, I went really old school this time with my order, but I couldn't pass up on these. I feel like if I didn't get them soon, they weren't going to be available. There's a slew of bonus features on here. The Frankenstein Files, Karloff the Gentle Monster, Monster Tracks, Universal Horror Documentary, Frankenstein Archives, Boo, a short film, feature commentary by Rudy Belmer, feature commentary by Sir Christopher Frayling, trailer gallery, and 100 Years of Universal restoring the classics. So I guess this must have been, it's saying it was digitally restored in this, and my only complaint about this cover is it got like battered a little bit, but it kind of also gives it that Frankenstein's kind of rough anyway look to it, so I'll deal with it. It's not a big whoop, but you can't really just ditch this slipcover just because of that, because it is a glow in the dark, and I'm not gonna do that. This too has lobby poster art there. Get there. Like I said, I like these throwback horror posters they did back then. It's a talent long lost, I feel. Nowadays, it's just like, just done on a computer, and just yucky to see a lot of poster covers anymore. But the old way of doing it was the best. I know it probably was more time consuming, but let's see what I got here. Okay. I got 5 more Blu-rays. 5 more Blu-rays and one big one that I'm really proud that I own. Well, not that I ain't proud of the ones I picked up, but since we're keeping it horror, I'm going to show the horror ones first here. Then I got the Blu-ray plus digital 2-movie collection here for Goosebumps 1 and 2. Has a ample amount of special features on this one. I will say I'm a little partial to Goosebumps 1 a little more than 2, but I had fun with both of these. I hope they make a third. Just, to round out a trilogy, but I did end up picking up both of these. There's a better look at the. Honestly, I think one had the better poster as well. I think they, got too many people in on the second one in the cover. But, yeah, that's the Goosebumps double feature. Let's look at the back. Pretty plain on the back. Very hard to see the covers that well. But I had more fun with the first one just because I didn't know what to expect. I kind of expected what I saw in part two. Kind of felt like the lesser of the two stories. I did like that they did more with Slappy. I think that's his name. Kind of liked how they did that though, but yeah, Slappy, that was his name. But there's one more look at the back. Like I said, it's kind of plain, but what can you do? And then I thought I'd give this movie a second chance. I saw this in the theater way back when, but I was like really working a lot of hours and I was really tired when I went to see this. I'm not gonna lie, I fell asleep watching this in the theater. It's the Blu-ray plus digital HD copy of Bram Stoker's Francis Ford Coppola directed film Dracula. I don't know why I fell asleep. I don't know if I was working too many hours, but I did fall asleep during this. This is a Canadian release Blu-ray here. I can tell by the symbols on the back that it is. Comes with a slew of Blu-ray exclusives on here. An all-new interview with Francis Ford Coppola and Roman Coppola. Yeah, I'm not going to name all of them that are included in the extras, but let's put it this way: there's 7 to 8, extras on here, so you can't really go wrong if you're an extras kind of person on a Blu-ray. There's a look at the back, and I got a piece of hair sticking at the bottom, but that's Bram Stoker's Dracula. As you can see, I kind of went with a theme when I picked these movies up this time around. A lot of it's old throwback stuff, but then, it's still kind of like the legacy of a vampire, Bride of Frankenstein, Frankenstein, Mummy, whatever may be. And then I picked up the Lone Wolf here and all the horror because it's kind of pretty much don't have a theme of any kind. This is starring the late great Darren McGavin, who played in the Night Stalker TV series and movie. Happy Hell Night. This I've seen this. This is a kind of a creepy movie. This guy is creepy as all get out. He's creepy in a lot of scenes in this. The special features is a brand new 2K scan of the original negatives. It has reversible art, choose your favorite cover, original trailer. This is from Code Red DVD. It's a 178 by 1, and I'm saying it's from 1990 on this one. Basically, it starts out in 1963. 7 members of the Phi Delta Kappa fraternity were found brutally mutilated following an occult ritual inside the Winfield Mausoleum. The sole suspect, a depraved priest, Zachary Malleus here, or Malleus, was immediately locked away in the bowels of the state asylum. 25 years later, a fraternity hazing prank goes terribly wrong, and the psychotic ghoul escapes. I think they unlock him, actually, and I don't know if he gets out that way or if they think they locked it and he gets out. I have no idea, but the guy that played this character, Zachary Malanis here. He's really creepy in this. I must say he did a really fine job with this. And I got another pop-up, but you won't see it, but kind of annoying. But yeah, this is a good one. I recommend this one too, especially for Darren McGavin. If you didn't get to see a lot of his stuff, he's a good actor. He does well in these horror, the horror genre as he were back, back then. He did a really good job in horror related projects. I think he played in one of the Chris Farley movies as well. I want to say it might have been Tommy. I know it wasn't Tommy Boy. It was yeah, it's one of his earlier ones. I'm not sure if it wasn't Tommy Boy. I can't remember what. It was either that or an Adam Sandler movie. I'm not sure. I get the two mixed up sometimes because of the plot of Adam Sandler movies and Chris Farley movies are really similar. Like they played the bumbling idiot a lot of times. But that's Happy Hill Night. I don't mean to get bogged down with, comedy or whatever, but that's what else he's played in that other than the two that movie and then Night Stalker. And then I got two throwback movies here that come. I want to say this is a Mill Creek release. Okay, yeah, it is a Mill Creek. Catch the Excitement, Catch the Adventure, Catch the Hawk. Bruce Willis and Hudson Hawk. And it's the throwback VHS covers here. Hour and 40 minutes on this one. 185 by 1, rated R, from TriStar Pictures and physically released by Mill Creek Entertainment. Basically, Bruce Willis plays a singing cat burglar in this. Let's see. Danny Aiello plays in it with him, and if I remember right, he does sing along with him. Also stars Andy McDowell from Groundhog Day and Sandra Bernhard, who has played in the show Roseanne back in the day. Apparently, Willis is Eddie the Hawkins, world's most famous cat burglar, who after 10 years in prison is ready to go straight. But it's not going to be easy for the Hawk. The mob and the CIA have conspired to blackmail Eddie and his partner, Danny Aiello, into stealing 3 Da Vinci masterpieces from the most heavily guarded museums in the world. Sounds simple, right? Wrong. So, that's basically what it's about. I've seen bits and pieces of this. Back then, I wasn't too impressed with it. I just didn't like all the singing. I don't know. I didn't really watch all of it, though. I wanted to give it a second chance because I think it was a case of me being younger and not really getting the point of the movie. I have heard good things about this, but, it is what it is. This is rated R, it says, according to the slip right there. Let's get the cassette popping out with a yellow tag that says, do not basically leave in the car because if left in the sun, it will melt. So, that's pretty neat. Look at the back. And there's the spine if you really want to see what it looks like there. Old throwback VHS, which is dearly missed by a lot of people. I mean, I miss it, but I've learned to accept it with DVD. But if that stuff were to go away, like DVD and Blu-ray, I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably be, I'd probably pretty lost at this point if we lost either format. And then next up, I got another Mill Creek. It's Cyndi Lauper and Jeff Goldblum. Quality guaranteed, it says on the cover. Vibes, hour and 39 minutes. Another 185 by 1 from Columbia Pictures. I want to say this went directly to video. It might have had limited release at the time. And then up there on the sticker, it says Heat kills return before 6 p.m. to avoid late charge of up to $2 per movie. And if you're caught not rewinding this, you're going to get 50 cents charged to you. I like that. It's cool. They get the essence of what the 80s is about, Mill Creek. Uh, one's in it for the money, one's in it for romance, and one's in it for adventure. And they're all in it up to here. Stars psychic Sylvia Pickle with Cyndi Lauper and Nick Deasy, played by Jeff Goldblum, are hired by a mysterious man, Peter Falk, the late great Peter Falk, to find an ancient treasure in South America. As they trek through Ecuador, their supernatural skills lead them straight into danger, disaster, and romance. When the ancient ruins unleash an evil paranormal power, Sylvie and Nick must join psychic forces to save the world. Vibes is a star-studded supernatural comedy that stars Jeff Goldblum, Peter Falk, Julian Sands, Steve Buscemi, and the acting debut of Cyndi Lauper. So this is the debut of Cyndi Lauper in anything. So that was, it was worth getting it for that alone. If you're an '80s enthusiast, or just grew up in that era and love that era. I don't see too many people that didn't grow up in that era that didn't love that era. But it's PG on this one. I didn't realize it had like supernatural elements in this movie. I thought it was just plain romantic comedy. I've never really watched it, but there's the spine. I don't know if you can see it too good. Yeah, a little bit there. It says Vibes. And then down here has a little Blu-ray disc, like writing on it. But yeah, I'm really happy to have this too. I think I got about 10 or 11 of these now. But these were available at Hamilton Book. Highly recommend this physical media company. They do a really good job sending these out pretty fast, and they have a really good selection for the price. Look at the back. As you can see, the back of the tape cassette. And then finally, the thing that cost my order the most out of all of the whole kit and caboodle here was the Twilight Zone, the Fifth Dimension, the complete original series, the complete 80s series as well. So this not only does this have the 50s series, this has the 80s series as well. And there's look at the back of what comes in this. It has a brand new documentary with never before seen interviews. American Masters Rod Serling submitted for your approval. Dozens of audio commentaries. Numerous interviews with original cast and crew. Rare Rod Serling interview, lectures, and appearances. Sponsored billboards. Isolated music scores, and much more. And two, it comes with a collectible comic book right there. I don't know. And this says this is a limited edition. It's 1,328 out of 7,500 that were made. So I don't know if that's how much they have left or if they just randomly picked one. That would tell me they have about 6,000 more of these to give out. But I don't know if they're going in order when they send these out or if they're just randomly grabbing one. But what's impressive about this is not only is it 225 episodes between the original Twilight Zone and the 80s series, but that is a 41 DVD or 41 disc DVD set. So there's 41 discs in here. This was a bit pricey, but I really love the Twilight Zone. And there's I'll look at some of the, there's the doll. That one's a classic one. Burgess Meredith one. I think it's something to do with glasses, if I remember correctly. And then it has this kind of like this lenticular thing. I don't know if it really does too much, but Yeah, it does do a little bit. See the eyes shift a little bit or something. The head, it's the head, I think. Yeah, the head turns, and then the classic William Shatner one with the creature on the wing of the plane. I think it's 25,000 feet or something. It was called at the time. And then I don't know if that's all there is for pictures. That's all I'm seeing. Yeah, that's it, but that's still pretty cool. A lot of these are lenticular, or they might all be. I don't know. Yeah, that one don't really do much there, but that's my haul from Hamilton Book. I'd like to thank them and give them a huge shout out. I really appreciate all they do. By now, I'm probably one of their top customers. I get a lot of stuff from them. I hadn't been getting stuff from them in a while because I don't know, I just didn't have the money to do it. And then I did it this time around. I wanted to get some of this stuff from prior months that I'd let go. But thank you, Hamilton Book. You're a great company. I hope you're around for years to come. Um, Hoping to have more business with you in the future. I just placed another, I think about $300 order with you. I think somewhere around there. That they're probably process or will be processing this week, if they're able to, with it being Friday. If not, it's not a big deal. I'd totally get it. Friday's going to be kind of a slow day, probably for a place like that, or really busy to try and get some of the orders in. But get over there and see what they got, because their titles do not last long. I tried to go back to get the Steelbook for Return of the Living Dead last night for my wife, and that was gone. Just make sure you get over there and, follow them up, see what they drop new arrivals all the time too. They will send, if you sign up for their emailing list, they will send you into your emails, they'll send you a new arrival uh, listing of what's coming or is coming or will be coming soon. And it's always important to go over to your emails to check to see what you do get, because a lot of stuff in there is really neat. Stuff, unexpectedly showing up there. They don't really warn you when they're going to drop a new arrival list into your emails. But check your email daily to check for their new arrivals. It's a good way to be one of the first people to get, what you maybe there'll be a diamond in the rough that you've been really looking forward to getting. This is a good way to get a jump on everybody by looking at this email. But that's my video for this morning, and I hope I didn't go over a little long with what I showed for what I did get. But it's 15 titles, quite pricey with the Twilight Zone here. It was over, I think, somewhere around $120, $125 for that alone. But it was well worth it. Like I said, you get, was it 40, what did I say, 40, yeah, 41 DVDs in this. So, I mean, it's $1 a disc is, $41, and then you get all this content. Like if I was to get this at the Dollar Tree, it'd cost me $41 at least just for that if it was based on the disc. But happy to have all of what I picked up. It's a lot of classic and vintage stuff. But have a good day, and I'll see you in my next video, guys. See you later. Bye.